Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Object 261, it's the Tier 10 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Lakeville, and it's under the command of Buzzaldrin of the BBICT clan. And he's actually quite popular because he's appeared on other YouTube channels. And I believe one of those games was either Klaus Killerman or the Mighty Jingles. Game on! Well, this tank, or this Arty, is actually based on the IS-7 hull. It was one of the 3 versions they actually came up with. It's the one with the biggest gun, the 18cm howitzer, which is capable of doing 800 alpha and penetrating 45mm of armour. An enemy tank was spotted straight away. He's gone straight to the aim, and it's a Manticore. Rounds out. It was close, just a little longer than he wanted, but the Manticore is stunned, and he has taken some damage already, although we've got no stun assist off it. In fact, he's now lost his stun, and he's kind of stuck in that position because he's using the rock for cover, and he could easily be taken out by a near miss. In fact, he's lined up now, rounds out straight away, and this time he does take a lot of damage, 312 from that shot alone, and that's just from splash. The shell exploded right behind him. In fact, I don't think he's going to survive another shot. In fact, yeah, he does go down, and the guy who takes him down is an M60. So, what about the Object 261? Well, they did make 2 other versions. Both of those had the 152mm gun instead. In fact, you may know the TD version of this Arty, which is actually the Object 263, yes, with a 152mm gun. It's the Tier 9 Soviet tank destroyer. Well, it looks like we've got 2 261s in this game, and it is actually a very good Arty. Unfortunately, it's too good because it actually runs out of ammo if you keep firing very, very quickly. Okay, we've got an Object 140 there. Can he get a shot? Well, no, apparently not. I think that hit a building. He did fire, but it just didn't hit or connect. So he's changing position. He's getting a little closer to the rock, get a better angle on those guys. In fact, the enemy is now very close to our cat because most of our players took what Steve Wall said to heart, and they're not fighting in the valley. They don't want to fight valley, they want to fight town. Except they haven't really gone into the town at all. No, they're actually staying out of the town. Now, we had a red line there, but he's now just fired. Oh, that was good. The BZ-75 just took a round for 251, and he's stunned. I didn't mention the stun times. It's actually between 11.5 and 29 seconds, so yes, it does get a long stun. The enemy Arty in this game are an Object 261 and a T92 HMC, and the T92 actually has even fewer shells than the Object 261. The 261 carries 20 rounds of ammunition, but the T92 HMC will only carry 16. And that means, even with that long reload on that Arty, it is possible to run out of ammunition. Another near miss for 126, but it's the stun assist that he got afterwards. 360. That's nice. Our team that are defending the cap area doing a very good job. And our guys are now moving through the town, and they wiped out the enemy occupiers. Eshbarn, lovely target because they have very thin armor. He's fully dialed in, rounds out. Now, we don't know if that did any good, but if the Eshbarn is stunned, we know it did something. 2 up on the enemy at the moment. Tier 10 game, by the way, with only Tier 10 tanks in it. But these battles normally are quite good fun. Okay, he's probably run out of stun by now, so we won't know if that shell actually did hit. But the FE4005 had already lost some hit points. And there he is. And he just got a first shot off. But now he has been stunned. And we're getting stun assist off it as well. He's only got the hull of a Centurion, so he hasn't got much to protect himself from these shells, but he does have that big 183mm, which is capable of doing quite a lot of damage. So, yes, I don't know if you saw, but Enviro put out a video today showing games which actually had the Heshbarn. Oh, he killed him! He wiped him out with that one. What a shot! That must have gone straight through the turret. It was a blind hit at that. We have no idea how much damage he did, but he went right through the turret because you could see the track of the shell, and he went straight through. So he's killed himself an FV4005, and that's a big kill, that one. That's huge. Whoa, running up the wall there. Yes, sometimes you do need to do remedial driving lessons, but it's because you're focusing on one thing and you try to do the other automatically. Okay, he's moving into the town. Now, this is going to be good fun because from the town area over here, he can actually shoot into the enemy cap area, or the enemy spawn area, I should say, and their cap area. And he's scrolling out ready for the shot. That was an absolutely brilliant shot on the FV4005. I cannot tell you, it's so nice to see those kills. They really do make a big difference to the game when you nuke an enemy tank, especially things like the gorilla as well. We've seen a few gorillas get absolutely nuked recently, where they've just been one-shotted by Arty and taken out of the game, and it turned out in one case that Gorilla 15 was the very best player on the enemy team, and they just completely devastated them. Now, at the moment, I think he's trying to hit the Vickers 3 on the enemy team, who happens to be stopping our guys from moving up. The other RT is firing on this position here, trying to stop anyone who's behind the rock. We might have to move from the current position a bit further south. Oh, we did get a blind hit there. That was definitely a blind hit. 392 hit points off the Vickers. Oh, yes. He is having an effect. He might have to move somewhere over here, although we're seeing damage being caused over here, which would indicate that there is an enemy tank somewhere in the vicinity. Oh, he's just killed the Vickers! The Vickers sneaked in all the way down to the south, and he's just killed him. Wow, this is getting even better, because now he's getting blind kills. How that Vickers managed to make it all the way south, but he must have had a bee in his bonnet about getting hit by Arty, and so hard that he actually wanted to come and kill the Arty to get revenge, but it didn't work out for him because Buzzaldrin worked out that he was on his way. He could hear the damage being caused by the Vickers, and he sent the shell in with a blind shot and nailed him. Unfortunately, he can't fire this one because the BZ is blocked by the church. If he changes his position, he should be able to get the shot in there. Now, we're headed further south, which will open up the angle on the enemy tanks at the cap area. The BZ-75 was taken down by the M60, and we might actually see that Vickers when we arrive at the firing position. He's just up ahead. Buzzaldrin's really on fire. It's not often you see blind kills like that. Rounds out. He's using the minimap to obviously work out exactly where he thinks the enemy tanks are likely to be and putting the shells in there, and that's how he got the Vickers 3 kill. He cleverly worked out exactly where the enemy was, and there's the T92. We're not loaded. In fact, we've only got 2 rounds of stun HE. Oh, that was a kill on the Object 261. Just came in from our other RT, the other 261. He just killed the enemy 261. So that's another blind kill of Arty by Arty. He must have seen the tracer to work that out. Either that or he was aiming for the T92 and the shell hit the 261 instead, and that's just as possible. In which case, I think the M60 probably got the spotting assist off that one. because he managed to see that Object 261. Certainly interesting battle so far. The M60 is getting very close. If that Heshbon is still there in the vicinity, we might get a shot at him. It would be very nice if we could hit that guy and take out him as well. Somebody's marking grid square K4. They think that there might be, or K5. I think they think there might be somebody in that grid square. It is K5. But we have got guys nearby. And if there was somebody in that spot, we would see it. We've just lost the M60. And it was Centurion Action 10 who took him out. Okay, the enemy are making a push on our cap area. We've got no shot because the hill is in the way. But the E4 does go down, taken out by the M454. What a game. Well, the Object 2684 is down there. We know the Centurion Action 10 is at the other end of the map. I wonder, actually, if the Heshbon is taking up position somewhere else, because he doesn't appear to be in the position he was last spotted in, because the M60 would have seen him. In fact, the Centurion Action 10 coming this way, and he killed the Heshbon at the same time as the other guy fired back at him. So Heshbon wipes out Centurion Action 10, Centurion Action 10 wipes out Heshbon. So the enemy have only got 3 tanks left. They've got that T-92 somewhere in the valley area. And we're moving up now to go TD mode. Yes, this thing can do a lot of damage in TD mode. And he is using the non-stun HE. Now, this Arty will do 1,000 hit points, 56mm pen with a damage radius of 5 meters. So if he does get close to an enemy tank, inserts his barrel into that tank, especially if it's a Heshbon, then I think they're going to go bye-bye. This is what I call going Rambo. You know, an Arty player who then decides to be a TD, and we've been spotted, which indicates that somebody is in a spotting position just across the way there. Because they weren't spotted by visual, by proximity, as far as I can tell. The T-92 is being chased by the E3 now, and he's out the game. There's only 2 left. The Heshbon and the Object 2684. And I think the Object 2684 is probably around the corner. The mouse needs to move up. Otherwise, he's going to miss out. There was the 261 firing in our 261. If they are across the way, yes, they're indicating they think they're around the corner. The Heshbon is just around the corner. It's not the 268, but he's gone to the back of the cap area behind the rock. And the Heshbon is around here, so we can... Oh, no, there he is, there he is. And now we can go TD mode. Shotgun time. Hello. You fancy a shell? Lovely. Beautiful. Total disrespect to a Heshbon. An Object 261 coming up behind him and nuking him in the rear. If only we can get loaded in time, then the 268 version 4, the Bobject, is about to get an enema right up his exhaust pipe. Are you ready? Fantastic game! What a game! That was worth it. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first-class tanker for Buzzaldrin of BBICT in the Object 261. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 8 according to this. And he's got a win rate of 4,112, which is Super Unicum standard. But those 2 last shots, they were epic. Taking out a Heshbon by shooting him in the rear and then coming up behind an Object 268 version 4 and nuking him in the side with an 18cm shell to win the game. That's what I call going Rambo. Yes, superb game. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, the highest damage actually went to the Vickers 3 on the enemy team. He got 4,157 hit points of damage. Second highest was the E3 on our team with 3,658. And the third highest damage, well, that turned out to be the AMX M454, who actually picked up a Spartan and a Steel Wall for 3,483 hit points of damage. We can see that Buzzaldrin got 3,440, but he was actually beaten by 2 players on the enemy team, 2 players on his own team, which means that he's in 5th place when it comes to damage. But when it came to kills, he got the highest number. He got 4 kills, 2 of them by shotgun. 3 kills went to the Centurion Action 10 on the enemy team, and 2 kills went to the AMX M454, the M60, and on the enemy team, their Vickers 3 and their T110E4 both managed 2-piece. When it came to base XP, he's in 3rd place because the M454 managed 1,047. He was the only one to get over 1,000 base. 993 went to the M60, and 947 went to Buzzaldrin in 3rd place. But he definitely had the better game. 16 shots fired, so he had 4 rounds left at the end of the game. 4 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrating shots, and 14 splash. Damage of 3,440, of which 2,466 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see there 1,000 hit points of damage at close range. 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 4 were killed, 71 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns. On a premium counter, he actually earned 47,514 credits from the game. And on top of that, he got 37 bonds, from 30 of that from a mission achievement, and 7,814 experience points as well. He got a mission completion in there as well of 3,553. I'm so impressed about those 2 last kills. They really were very, very cool indeed. He had a hash bomb by the rear, and he had an Object 268, the Bobject, and he disrespected both of them in an Arty by saying, no, you're both suffering enemies. And yeah, he completely nuked them. Such a good game. Thank you very much indeed for sending this replay to What Arty Noobs. This is exactly what we like to show, to prove to people Arty can really make a difference. We can play like tanks if we want to, but we prefer playing like Arty normally. But if we do play like tanks, we will totally disrespect the enemy, and we will make sure you really feel it. Oh, great game. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.